All right, you're all welcome to the class today. Today we are considering tonic triads of A major, B flat major, E flat major, all in both the treble and the bass stave, or clefs as the case may be. Like you learned last week, we started off with what a triad is, the different positions in triads, and we considered the minor scales as well in triads. But today we are focusing on the major scales, and we are looking at these three major keys, which are A major, B flat major, and E flat major. So let's jump quickly into the discussion for the day. Right. At the end of this class, you should be able to understand what degree or technical names are. Number two, you should be able to write the tonic triad of A major on either of the two clefs. Number three, be able to write the tonic triads of B flat major on both clefs. And number four, you should be able to write the tonic triads of E flat major on both clefs, as the case may be. So the next one is, now let's look at technical names or degree names. They are the names or the names given to each note in a major or a minor scale. So anytime you hear the word technical name or degree name, they are the name apportioned to each note in a major scale. For instance, look at the scale of C major or any scale. This example we have before us, we have a C major scale with the note starting with C as our first note, right? The next note is D, followed by E, the third note, F, the fourth note, G rather, the fifth note, A, the sixth note, or B, the seventh note, and the C, the eighth note. Now, each of these notes, if we are to transcribe them into sulfur notation, all right, what will be the sulfur notation of this first note? Can somebody give it to me? I need a quick response. If you have to
Question again.
If you have to transcribe this notes to sulfur, what sulfur notation would this note be on
Do.
this do, correct? And this will be what?
So,
Yes, the next one is what? Mi,
do re mi. Yeah, do re mi.
so, la,
It's
ti.
re mi.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah, fa sol la si do at the end.
yeah. Now, the first note of the scale, which is do, the technical name or the degree name is tonic. The second note on the scale is known as supertonic. The third note, the and the fourth, please can we just mute? Fourth note is the subdominant. The
My
fifth,
pen is behind my back. Okay, don't worry about the pen.
the
So,
fifth note is the dominant. The sixth note is subdominant. The seventh note is a leading note. Then the last note, which is C, it's also do. So in some literature, they call it upper tonic. This is tonic, which is like a lower tonic, or let's just say tonic, as the case may be. But because it's an octave apart, so that's why in some textbooks you may see it as what? Upper tonic. But the point remains that it is still what? Tonic. The only difference is just what? The position or the distance apart. So you need to know this, that the first note of a scale is a tonic, the second note supertonic, the third mediant, the fourth subdominant, the fifth the dominant, the sixth submediant, the seventh the leading notes. And it is on this degree names that triads are builded. Okay, now to those that I be familiar with playing off the piano, you will hear in some cases that they give me the tonic, the tonic, or give me the chord one. Now either you call it chord one or chord four or chord five. Now this is where the concept of chord one, chord four, chord five, or chord two, as the case may be, comes from. Okay, I can decide to say, give me the tonic, give me the subdominant, give me the dominant. If I say the subdominant, it means that give me what? What chord is that?
Is that
Hello?
4? Chord 4. Oh,
Chord four, thank you. So that is chord four. Okay, then if I say, give me the dominant,
chord 5.
chord five. All right, I want us to build, before we leave this degree, degree or technical names, okay? So each of you will build a triad on each of these technical name. Okay, if you have to build triad on this tonic, what would be the three notes in sofa notations? I want you to give it to me one after the other. So you are going to be going around like that. So Naomi, hello Naomi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you build the triad on this and tell us the sofa notation, starting with the tonic? The tonic triad, what would be the three notes?
Um, F and A.
No, no, no. Yes, you said what?
D, F and A.
C?
D.
No, we are talking about this on this C major right now.
Oh. C, E, and G.
C, E, A. Okay, those are the letter names, right? I want you to transcribe those letters into software and give us in software notation.
First tonic, third median, and
No,
fifth.
no, no. I mean the first three notes that make up this tonic triad. Yeah. Do you understand the question?
No, I don't understand the question.
If you have to build a triad on this tonic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the triad should be C, E, G, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What is the software notation of our C? According to this scale, what is the software notation of the C?
Is it Do?
Do. So the E will give us what?
Me.
And the G will give us what?
So.
So the tonic triad, what will be the triad? The three notes that make up the tonic triad.
Do, mi, so.
Do, mi, so. Okay, Hella, can you build a triad on this supertonic? So
It's
is it
Re, Fa, La.
Re, fa, la? That's good. Okay, Sister Joy, Can you build a triad on this
Mi,
median?
sol, ti.
Mi, sol, ti. Okay. Naomi, your turn. Subdominant.
Fa, fa, do, mi.
No, that's not correct. This is fa, right?
Fa, la, do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fa, la, do.
Fa, la, do. Okay. Okay, Ella, your turn. The dominant.
Sortire.
Sotire. All right. Sister Joy,
Number
the
what?
subdominant.
Subdominant.
Yeah.
Is it la, do, mi?
La, do, mi. Then what Naomi, yeah. The leading notes.
Is it ti, re,
Uh-huh. The
fa?
last note. Is that what? Ti, re,
Ti,
fa.
re, fa. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You all did well. You all did well, but all of you were not musical. So the first one is the tonic will be do, mi, so, re, fa, la, mi, so, ti, fa, la, do, so, ti, re, la, do, mi, ti, re, fa. Do we get it?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
So tonic triad will always be what?
Three
Tonic,
notes.
tonic triad will always be what? The three notes that make up the tonic triad will always be what?
Tonic, median, and dominant.
Yes, I want you to sound it in software notation and not in technical names or degree names. The tonic triads will always,
Okay.
yeah, the tonic
Do,
triads are made
mi,
up of
so.
do, mi, so. Do we get it now? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so and that is your chord 1 to those of you that are on keyboard. That's your chord 1. Chord 4 is what? Fa, la, do. Anytime you hear soprano sing, let's say fa, mi, re, maybe alto is singing do, ti, la, then tenor singing la, so, fa, something like that. You know, we are like we are having the feeling of fa, la, and do. At that point in time, you are going to your chord will be on what? Chord 4. Is that okay? So that's that about degree and technical names. All right. So let's move on to the next on how to write major triads. The first one is identify the accidentals in the major key under consideration. Excuse me. Yeah. You know, we're talking about major triads, just like we did last week. There were some things you need to put into consideration before you start writing. So once a key or a scale is given, you need to identify the accidentals in that key before you jump on writing your triads. Number 2, identify if the triad is to be written. Sorry, I think I omitted the word there. If the triad is to be written in key signature or accidental form, by now you should know the difference between key signature format of writing the scale and that of accidental format. All right. The next one is build the triad on the specified degree name, example tonic, like you have just done now. If the triad if the question says write the subdominant triad of A major, subdominant triad of A major, meaning that you are to write on the fourth note, build your triad on the fourth note of A major. But for your level, you are still dealing with the tonic triads of all the major keys, okay? So as you progress in this music class, maybe by the time you get to grade 3, grade 4, you're going to be doing other technical names, dominant, medians, subdominants, leading notes, and so on and so forth. So, but for level, you are still dealing on tonic triads, which is the first note. Then let's jump into writing the tonic triads of each of the scales in both staves, right? So the first example is the tonic triad of A major in both scale or both clefs. Now look at it. I have two samples here for A major. The one for the treble clef, you can see that A major has in its key F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Agreed? As the accidentals, right? Do you agree to that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the key of A major has three sharps,
Yeah.
which are what? F, C, and G. So the first example here, is it with key signature or without key signature?
With key signature.
With key signature. So we have to represent the three accidentals immediately after the clef. Then we build our what? Our triads. Since it's a tonic triad, tonic will be the what? The first notes. Now, look at this A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. Now, the first note, which is the tonic, we are building our triads on the first note, which is A. So a third apart will be what? A to C sharp. Then a third from C sharp is what? E. And that's why the tonic triad is made up of what? A, C sharp, and E. Now, look at this. In the first example, our first note is on A. The second note is it on C or C sharp?
C sharp.
Why?
Because it's a semitone
No,
apart.
no. It is C sharp because according to the key signature, C has been sharpened. And anywhere a note falls on C, whether within the stave, below, or above, as long as that note falls on C, this accidental that is here on C as C sharp will by all means raise that note or affect that note. So this is not ordinary C
It's
because
because it was sharpened for D, for the D signature.
yes, because
D key
C has been
signature.
sharpened alongside with the key signature. So anywhere a note appears on C, that note is not C, but rather what? C sharp. All right. Now, jump to the second example. We don't have the key signature here. So you could see that if you are to write it in accidental format, you can see that it's only C in the build-up of our tonic triad that is sharpened. A is not sharpened, neither E is sharpened. So it's just only C that is sharpened. So this is also what the tonic triad of A major in accidental format. So in this case, we are not representing the three sharps of A major immediately after the clef. We are only concerned with the notes that probably bear the accidental by accident. Permit me to use that. Okay. Yes, this C is bearing the accidental by accident. So, for instance, if you are to build let's say supertonic, you know supertonic is the second note. of what? The second degree of a scale. The supertonic should start from what? B, right? Then what will be the third note after B? E, sorry, D. And the third note after D is what? F sharp. So it would have been B, D, F sharp for supertonic. Okay. And by providence, F is also sharpened in this supertonic buildup of triad. So, but that is not our focus at the moment. So I'm just trying to tell you that in case you are to write a triad in using accidental, you need to check out, oh, is this note sharpened or flattened in the course of the scale? If it is, then you have to introduce it just like we have it right here. Is that okay? Now look at the same thing for the bass staff. A major, you can see the three sharps represented here. The only difference is just the scale, the clef and where the notes are starting from. You can see A, C sharp, and E. Now, this is what a triad. Last week, I mentioned something that when you have the notes in this order, like this, A, C sharp, E, not on each, not on top of each other, but they are just standing slantly to each other. What did I call that?
I think you said Apadio or something. I can't remember. Is it
Now,
Apadio you said that? I can't really remember what you
Naomi,
said. I forgot
what
it.
is
I was
that?
trying to remember it. I couldn't.
You tried. Naomi, what is that?
Sorry, I didn't.
Pardon?
Can you please say the question again?
When you have the notes standing one after the other in this way, not builded on top of each other, what did I say it is? I said it is called what? Arpeggio. Okay? Do, mi, so is an arpeggio. Re, fa, la is an arpeggio. Okay? Falado is an arpeggio. Sotire is an arpeggio. But if I strike the three notes at the same time, dum, it gives what? A chord. Is that okay? That's the difference between a chord and an arpeggio. An arpeggio would be detached notes of triads, but a chord will give a single sound. Okay? Is that okay? So
Is it Apadio or Apaggio?
arpeggio, ARPEGGIO. Yes, arpeggio.
Okay. So what's the difference with Apaggio and melodic?
Melodic is just like it's not melodic is a form of writing minor scale. Or do you mean melody?
You know, Alanda, when um um like tonic is a kind of harmonic, or when a group of people are singing on different notes, same music, is a harmonic. But if all of us are singing unison, is melodic. So I'm trying to differentiate. What is the difference between adagio and melodic?
No,
They
no.
appear to be the same.
Adagio, sorry, adagio is a musical term, which means slow. Arpeggio simply means three notes, three consecutive notes, a third apart, which is a triad. Okay?
Okay, I got it.
We are building a triad. But we are now detaching the triads now. Oh, sorry, I didn't set up my piano. If I set it up, I would have played, I would have done experimented between the two of them. If
I
you have
get it now.
you get it now. So
Because the ACE is a trio. So because
yes,
it's played one by one, that is why it's
that's why it's called an
arpeggio.
arpeggio.
Yeah.
But when you strike the three at the same time, it becomes a chord.
Chord. Mhm.
Thank you. All right. Now let's jump into the next scale, stave, which is B flat major. It's synonymous to what we've just seen in A major. You can see with key signature in B flat major, we have a B flat and E to the flattened. A quick one, I want to say this. I think a number of people do get this very wrong. There is a large difference between B flat major and B major. Though they are a semitone apart, but in terms of their class or classes, they are never the same. So some people, maybe you are about to play in the orchestra, they tell you the key of maybe they give you a piece of music and you're seeing this key signature B is flattened, E is flattened. Somebody will say, oh, it's B. The key is B major. No, that's not B major. B major belongs to the sharp series. Okay? And in B major, there are about 5 sharps, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm very correct. Yeah. Okay? There are 5 sharps in B major, but this is B flat major, which has just only 2 flats, which is B and E flat. All right? Now, the question is, if B flat major is having 2 flats, how come we're having B flat, E flat, B flat again? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Can anyone answer that question?
Because the last one is the upper tonic.
Okay, is the upper tonic? But why is it that we're having B flat, B
Because
flat?
all the B's will need to be flat in there.
All the B needs to be flattened. That's a good.
Because F was flattened in the F major was flattened with B. Sorry, F major key is to flatten the B. So all the B's in the B key signature will inherit that B flat.
All right, that's a good one. At the same time, let's take the first one by the name, because that is what the name is. The name is B flat. So by origin, the first letter must be flattened because the name already carries what? A flat. Do we get it? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, because by origin, the name already has what? Flats.
Oh, okay.
So when you go to the sharp series as well, there is a key there is C sharp major. There is F sharp major. So by origin, the name has carried an accidental name as alongside with it. So so let's not consider the first one now. So the 2 flats in this note are still what? B and E flat. Is that okay? So that some of you will be saying, why is it that, okay, why we have a repeated B flat? When you go to E flat, the same thing is going to happen. When you go to D flat also, the name already carries an accidental alongside with it. Okay, so every other thing that falls behind that make up the accidentals. So that somebody will not be saying we're having 3 accidentals: B flat, E flat, and B flat. No, it's just only two. The first one is the name by default. Is that okay? So this is the build up of B flat tonic triad in key signature. In accidental, you can see that the tonic triad, we are building it on what? B flat, D, and F. So you can see that it's only B that is flattened if you are using what? Accidental format. But if you're using key signature, you just need to represent the flats in the key at the beginning as the key signature and build your triads accordingly. So the same thing applicable to the bass staff. Then the next one is the E flat major. You can see the same thing is repeated here, E flat major, because that's the name of the key or the scale. So our tonic triad is built on E, G, and B flat. You can see that in this case now, two notes are bearing accidentals. E flat, G, and B flat. So if you look at the key signature format, we are not too bothered about that because the three accidentals of this key are well represented at the beginning of the staff. And the notes are builded on E, no longer E now, on E flat because we already have E flattened by reason of this key signature, G and B flats by reason of this key signature. But if you come to the accidental format of it, you see that we have E, B, E, G, and B. But if you spell it out, you discover that in these three notes, only two of them bear the flat sign. So E is flattened and B is flattened. That's why you can see the two flats in front of their respective notes, as the case may be. So it depends on the format in which the question comes. If you are required to write using key signature or accidental format. Is that okay? So if it's going to be in accidental format, it's necessary that you write out your scale in this format, sharpen or flatten this note so that you will not miss out which note needs to be sharpened or flattened in the course of your build-up of the triad. All right? Then the same thing is applicable to the bass staff. I think it's on this note we're just going to wrap it up, except if there are questions or any gray area to just throw more light on before we wrap it up for the day. Any question?
Oh, why did we do A sharp, Michelle? I thought it's
Okay, we don't do A
flat
sharp.
major.
It's A major.
A major.
Yeah, there is no A sharp key. There is no A sharp
Sorry.
major, but there is A sharp minor.
Okay.
All right.
So I thought we'll be doing A flat, A flat.
Okay. I think according to your syllables, is A major, B flat major, and E flat major.
Okay.
That's what you have in your syllabus.
Okay.
But that does not limit you. You can build your triad on any key. So once you understand the concept of writing on A major, B flat, it means that you already know how to write in either sharp series keys or flat series key. So you can decide any key as long as it is a musical key, be it C sharp major, be it the D flat major or G flat major, any key of your choice. You can build your triad on it. All right. Any other question? Any other question? All right. In the absence of questions, we'll call it a day at this point. So, right. I hope. All right. Thank you. God bless you. Have a
Thank you.
lovely evening. Bye.